Can you guys hear the rain? I hope you can. The sound is so beautiful. It's been raining the last 3 hours at least, perhaps more. It's 8 o'clock in my neck of the woods. It's actually Thursday. Or is it Friday? No, Friday. Yeah, it's Friday the 8th. And the rain woke me up because I remembered that I had something outside that I needed to bring in. I had no idea it was going to rain this early. But anyway, I was up out in the rain. Raindrops falling on my head. But it's a beautiful sound because I don't think we had rain all year. Yeah, and it's fall time. We are experiencing a drought in my neck of the woods. So thank you, Lord, for the rain. Welcome, everyone. It's Felicia with Bible Scraps, and welcome to another edition of Saturday Morning Makes with Jill Norwood. Now, anybody can participate. It's a time set aside to craft and share. And you can share what you create by uploading a video here on YouTube or pictures on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook. Just make sure you use the hashtag #SatMornMakes. And anybody, no matter where you are in God's part of the world, can participate. It's so exciting to fellowship in this way. And because it's an informal collaboration, you can pop in and share whenever you like. Now, be sure to check out other participants' creations by using the hashtag #SatMornMakes. All right, you guys, I got some simple projects this morning. Oh, I just love the rain. Thank you, Lord. Speaking of Jill Norwood, Jill, I got your card. Oh my goodness. I don't get to my P.O. box often, but I went, I think, over the weekend or earlier this week. And let me tell you, 2 nights ago, when I opened up this card, I can't exaggerate this, how it made me feel. I was oohing and ahhing and just, I was captivated by this beautiful card. Now, many of you, all of you, if you don't know by now, Jill Norwood, if you want creativity for card making, tag making, especially holiday creations, you guys have to check her out. This is her ministry. Some people are called to create. And Jill Norwood, you are one of those people who have a divine call on your life to create and share. Are you guys ready for this beautiful card? I had no idea. Look at this beautiful card, everyone. When I saw it, I wasn't speechless because once again, I was oohing and ahhing. The thing is, I saw this video. I think I just saw it maybe a month ago, and I think she made this video in May. Oh my. I saw it once again in the video, and of course it was beautiful in the video, but it's something about having it in your hands and admiring it up close and personal. By far, this card is heirloom. I will forever keep this card. And I tell you, when I saw it, for some reason, I thought this design is by Terry French, and I do have this rubber stamp. But anyway, I thought of Terry French's hot cocoa recipe stamp. A couple weeks ago, 2 of those stamps were available. One was for bidding, and it sold upwards $200. The other one was buy it now for like $169. I know because I saw and followed both of these listings. Well, when I saw this card made with this stamp, I thought to myself, Look, those other two stamps were worth the price. They were worth those prices, people. Now, I did not bid. I did not buy the one at a buy it now price. But looking at this, and I have yet to use my personal stamp, looking at this, they don't make things now like they used to. This is timeless. It's classic. This touched a part of my heart, people, that no other card has impressed upon. No other creation, really, has impressed that part of my heart. Jill, I will forever keep this. Actually, this card inspired. So let me move to my simple creations. I will praise God's name in song and glorify Him with thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a spirit and attitude we should have all year long. I actually love it. It is so simple, but I like simple. Simple is underrated, people. Look at this cute. Where are they going, right? They just came from the pumpkin patch. What are they going to do with this pumpkin? Isn't this simplistically beautiful? I don't know. There's something about this that I gravitate towards this. Now, it has like a rustic feel to it, and that's why I like it as well. Let me share the stamp that I used. It's a yesteryear stamp. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to find this image. It's by my favorite yesteryear company, which is Darcy's. And you have these cute bears with this cute pumpkin. Actually, this stamp is really versatile because I could fussy cut out. Well, I could just use the image of the bears, and I can add the bears holding any number of things. I think I'm going to play with that concept. Now, I do have there's another stamp, the same bears, they're carrying a candy cane. These little bears, I tell you, you can find them. They got their hands. They're the jack of all trades. They're doing everything. And these images, once again, designers today, they're not creating like this. And this is the style I grabbed. Okay, this stamp, it's by Darcy's, but there's no name. Well, there's a number. Hold on. U0947. Love, love, love this. And if you're wondering, how did Jill's card inspire mine? Because it don't look nothing like it, right? And you know what? When you are inspired by another person's creativity, your final result may not look nothing like theirs, but that don't mean you were not inspired by that creation. So I examined this card. I did. With my readers on, and I probably pulled out my magnifier, right? But I noticed that she had distressed her edges. And it made me remember this tool that I've had in my stash for forever and had never used it. I actually keep this on the table, so it was right before me. I used it and distressed the edges around my card. Now, this was a happy accident, this two-piece mechanism going on. I used this die set that I lucked out and found a lot of crafty things for $1 at a local thrift store, and this was one of them. So I used one of the dies. I thought it was going to embed the stitching in the cardstock, but it actually cut through, and I was like, dang, I don't like that. But then I decided to put the frame with the actual card, and you can see the stitching, and I thought, you know what, I like that, so I'm going to create in this style more. So I borrowed the technique of distressing the edges, and I distressed, once again, the edge of the frame and also the card. And then I noticed that Jill created a shadow around the gingerbread. And a lot of crafters are doing that. I had never tried that technique, so I thought I would try it. And I'm not sure if you could tell, but people, I really do like this technique. I tell you, when I was creating my shadow and I used an alcohol marker, I literally couldn't tell if the shadow I made was the shadow I was seeing or the shadow that came from my light. But it was actually the shadow from the alcohol marker. This technique really does create a shadow and it makes your design pop. So I borrowed that technique from her card. And then there's a product that Jill uses. I know Lisi 46 uses it. And I think they adopted this idea from Anna White. And I forget the name of that spray that creates this sheen here. But I need to pick it up because I really do love how it looks. Well, I used what I had in my stash. And what I have, one item I have is Fun Stamper's Journey Sparkle Silk in their clear color. So I used it and I brushed on satin glitter sheen with it. And then for my pumpkin, I used a product that is no longer available. You might be able to find certain colors, but it's Neon Amplify, and I had it in orange. So I thought to add a little bit of puffiness. At first, I didn't like how it looked, and then I thought, you know what? I like it. And then finally, I used some torn ribbon created from a vintage fabric, and then take a look at my pumpkin charm. A couple weeks ago, I visited a out-of-town thrift store, and I found a whole bag of these pumpkins in different sizes and in various shades of orange and brown. And I thought to use these as beads. So I put a hole through it and threaded it with twine. And I really do like how this turned out. And then I added a shadow around here. Now, I have yet to decorate the inside. But isn't this beautiful? I love how that turned out. Okay, my next project. By the way, did you guys catch my Craftvotional video 2 days ago? Give thanks to God, of course. You guys, let me tell you, this rain has been coming down. It's like non-stop. I guess we're making up for all the rain we didn't get this year and last year. But hearing the rain made me remember part of my message I brought to you all a couple days ago. If you want to amp up your thankfulness to God, if you want to take it up a notch, instead of thanking God for just water, because I thank God for water. We don't have to have it, right? But anyway, I thank God for hot water, running water, water from the faucet, bottled water, water from the filter, the refrigerator filter. But I didn't mention rain in that video 2 days ago. But hearing it rain, and rain is water, Lord, let me thank you for water. People, we can take our praise up a notch by being specific and being reflective. So anyway, that was a technique, a challenge I gave you all, and I give you all this same challenge. Take your praise, your thankfulness up, and be detailed. Make it intricate, right? But anyway, you guys, my second, now I love this simple tag. Let me share the stamp that I used. I love this image. And you know what? It don't even have a gingerbread, and I still love it. I kept seeing this image on eBay in different listings and lots, and I knew I would pick it up. And I finally thought, you know what? Let me pick it up. So it's readily available and at decent prices. This deer here, and I love the deer, but the gingerbread, he demands all my attention. So I can't really play with his friends a whole lot because he's jealous, right? But anyway, this deer, every time I saw his face, I'm like, I gotta pick this set up or this stamp up. Now, I love all the images, but he captivated me. Let me give you the information. It's called Warm Wishes for the Holiday, and hopefully you can see the number there. And it's by Rubber Stampede. This is my watercolor tag because I colored this on watercolor. I really do appreciate the visual, the colorized visual of this stamp. I have a boatload of yesteryear stamps, and most of them are in black and white. But let me tell you, I used this as a coloring guide. I don't know if it was intended to be a coloring guide, but I basically copied what I saw on the stamp, and it really helped me identify like the sky or the background, which you see here in this lighter bluish color. It identified Frosty's sleeve, the parts that connected to the deer. And so I really, I'm looking at a lot of stamps now, and yeah, most of my stamps are black and white. But you guys, if you have stamps, the block stamps with the color, use them as a coloring guide. Isn't this cute though? It's so simple. I also distressed the edges, and I like how the watercolor paper feels. And I added some, well, you know what? I used some glitter. These, oh shoot, what happened? These are by Crafter's Companion, and as you can see, I don't even think something leaked, but it's not this one. Oh goodness, what's going on? This is purple. Oh, okay, I gotta worry about that later. Don't you hate when that happens? Now, when you guys see this video, if Lord willing, I will be in the great state of Washington, Seattle, Tacoma area, visiting family. Our flight takes off in a little bit. I really wanted to share this video. Don't you hate when that happens? Darn it. Okay, now that's gonna bug me. I gotta still pack. I got things to do. Can't worry about these crafty mishaps. Okay, so then I used yesteryear novelty ribbon here, and I really do like that. This is how the back looks. Simple. Oh, I still need to stamp to and from. And I added a little bell here, and I just like the simplicity of this. You can hang this from, of course, a gift bag, right? Or this could be an ornament. All right, my last crafty thing to share. Now, there's some rhyme and reason to this. I just came up with this on a whim. It's plain, but once again, I like plain. All right, so what is it? I don't really have a name, but this reminds me of button cards. Except these are not buttons. These are candy cane charms. Now, the idea behind this is to give this in Happy Mail, and everything is to be used. This here is ribbon. Those of you who follow me, you know I love to craft with ribbon, especially around the holidays with my gingerbread. So this is a piece of ribbon that I cut off, and look, I attached it with a yesteryear technique. I call these grandma's sewing pins, because back in the year, and probably grandmas today, still attach things in cookbooks and other type books using the sewing pins. And I love to incorporate that technique, especially in junk journaling. Well, I used it here. And so everything is meant to be used. Just remove the sewing pin, and this could be used as is on a card, or the shape can be die cut out. You guys take a look at my plate of gingerbread. Don't this look so yummy? This is all ribbon. So I use ribbon to create ribbon die cuts. Be on the lookout because I got a upcoming craft devotional to share with you all. Now I attached the candy cane charms to use with one of my favorite tools ever. If I don't forget, I'll link this. It's a tagger gun. Quilters use these, and some of you may remember back in the year when Around the Block came out with a tagger gun. I still have my original pink tagger, but I prefer, there's two that I really, well, you know what? I like that pink one too, now that I can use different needles with them. But anyway, this is how the back looks, and you can barely see the tagger, if you can see it at all, and just use scissors to snip it off. And use the candy canes. I will definitely make more of these in different themes. So the candy canes can be used, the ribbon can be used, and now then the card can be served as a basis for a tag or a card front. Love, love, love this. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for this video. It feels like I have a yesteryear stamp to share with you all, but I don't remember. You know what? Because this is a pumpkin, I'll share this stamp again. I love it, and I will be using this in an upcoming project, but what is a Christian? It's like being a pumpkin. I got some ideas for this one. All right, you guys, if you like this video, why not like it? Give me a thumbs up, a big thumbs up. Why not subscribe? Why not share your comments? Why not join with us for Saturday morning makes? All right, I want to thank you all for watching, as always. Blessings.